Alright, so for today's video, I guess I'll try to finish my house, maybe build my own personalized village, and beat the Ender Dragon, and hopefully not die during the process. I just want to say to you guys, thank you for watching. If you like this, subscribe and like the video so I can finish my goal of 1,000 subscribers before the end of the month. Or at least the next, maybe before summer break ends. I started my Minecraft session by finishing my house and doing the interior of my house as well. I made a small deck looking place on the roof so I wouldn't waste some space, and created this big oak log thing that surrounds my staircase as well. While I was out collecting some more wood for my house, the homeowners association decided to come back and try to take me out of the land. And unfortunately for them, they died. Unfortunately for them. That's the fourth time I said that. After dealing with the gray villagers, I then went back to the village and took, or at least, actually no, I just kidnapped the nitwit because, he's kind of useless, but he could still make more villagers. So I think I could use his uselessness to be useful in my new village I'm making. I had to cut down a tree before I kidnapped him because I didn't have enough materials for a boat or crafting table. After getting him to the boat, I had to row all the way through land to the nearest connected body of water to my village, or at least my planned village. After that, I then went to my house and went to sleep. On the next day, I kidnapped a librarian, which I only needed one book from, to my village, so it could be the last one to start the villager breeder, because you need 2 villagers first, After getting a good night's sleep, I then went back to the villagers and started building a contraption that would make more villagers with the 2 villagers, if you know what I mean. Though I did build the main thing for the villager breeder, I still needed to get them inside, so I had to use some glass to transport them by rail into the little hole in the breeder. I did have some technical difficulties with trying to get them in, but I did get one librarian in, but the nitwit decided to run off, which is not very good when you're trying to start a village, because, you need 2 villagers. After capturing the runaway villager, I then went back to sleep because, it was getting at nighttime. And after that, I then finally put him in the machine, which did cost me a day. But it was worth it because I still have my own village now. I gave them bread, and then they started to do their thing. And luckily, one actually came out, and it was a swamp villager because, I think it's like a 25% chance or like a 50% chance for the villager to be from the biome and not from the parents, because there's a little whatchamacallit, a little chance for it to happen. After confirming that it works, I then started to make the little chamber that kills the villagers 5 times, and then I get the little discounts that literally everybody who makes videos like this gets. This killing chamber, I use a little minecart system which transports 5 villagers into a row, with a zombie behind two layered trapdoors that kills one of them, and it will spread throughout the little mine carts, which will kill them all. Then there's a trapdoor that will separate each zombie villager from each other on the final cure, so that they won't hit each other on the so I won't have to waste any apples on getting them back. In order to actually get zombie villagers, I'll need a zombie itself. So I created a little chamber with with a water bucket and a water source block, which if the zombie steps down from the trapdoor traps, which if you didn't know, the mobs will think it's a full block and they'll just walk over it. They'll fall into the little hole, and they're going to hit the water so they won't get any fall damage. And I put a name tag on them. I'm gonna call them Rob because Rob Zombie. And then I guess that's our last part of the little killing chamber. Now I'm gonna need 5 villagers after that. The first villager rolled in and it successfully worked. So I got what was inside the little chamber because the minecarts only pick up the adult villagers. So I gotta wait for I think 2 more villagers until I can actually save all the potions I'm gonna use because it only has a 5 area effect, and I don't want to waste any blaze rods in the meantime. So after I got 5 villagers, I then proceeded to cure all 5 of them for the first time because there's I think 4 more until we get the full discounts or the max. I then did the process 4 more times and finally got my discounts. After I was done curing all of them, I let the first villager out and made him a librarian, but it took me 6 minutes to get the trades I wanted. Up next was the farmer villager. The farmer villager is going to give me golden carrots, and I will sell to him whatever crops I have so I can get emeralds really easily, breaking their economy with 1 carrot with 1 emerald. That's I don't reverse inflation? Deflation. Later that day, I went down to the village, or the pre-generated village, and started killing some zombies. But unfortunately, one of the villagers, the librarian, was infected by one of the zombies while I was fighting them. So now I've got 1 more zombie villager to take care of now. I think it was a good trade, so I have to cure him back. Built a dirt pillar, so just in case he might burn up in the leaves, which I don't remember at that time, I put a dirt pillar if he burns. So, he lives, or I don't know, he's a zombie.